Welcome back, True Seeker. Just thinking a little bit more about the Miami Miracle yesterday, the game winner in the closing seconds to beat New England. I was looking at next week's game and the Dolphins and Vikings play each other, and recall last season, Minnesota beat New Orleans with the Minnesota Miracle. And as you might recall, that was a 61-yard touchdown for Minnesota to win the game. Just yesterday, the Dolphins won with 34 points. And notice the Gematria of Miracle, 61 and 34. Now these teams play next week in Week 15. These teams once met in a Super Bowl. They met in Super Bowl 8. The Dolphins beat the Vikings. And what that got me thinking about is how that Super Bowl was 45 years ago. 45 years ago, come Super Bowl 53. And we know that New England and New Orleans both equal 45. And the Minnesota Miracle was against New Orleans. The Miami Miracle was against New England. We also know that geometry equals 45. Big number there. And what I noticed from the Minnesota Miracle to the upcoming Week 15 matchup, it's a span of 337 days, which is the 68th prime number. Mathematics equals 68, and sacred geometry is also 68. Remember, the shape of the football is one of the most important shapes from sacred geometry, the Vesica Piscis. Vesica Piscis equals 53, like the upcoming Super Bowl. The other thing that's interesting about VII and 8 is this. If you write out VII with the alphabetic order, it's 49. If you write out 8 with the alphabetic order, it's 49. And Super Bowl 53, the 49th of the modern era. So, potential big clue there. Also, if you missed my post yesterday that I just put out on the regular YouTube sports channel about Rob Gronkowski being on the field, just make sure you got this. Rob Gronkowski, he had no reason to be out there. He stumbled, he didn't run hard, he gave up the touchdown. And from his birthday to the big play yesterday was 209 days. Notice that was from his 29th birthday as well. Miami Dolphins, 209. Football, 29. So, anyway, wanted to give you guys that thought. Something to think on. We've been talking about the Battle of New Orleans, the War of 1812 all season. We saw the recent riddle with Mike Ditka, who coached the Bears as well as the Saints. But no doubt, this miracle against New England, and then the next opponent being Miami, Minnesota, M&M, there's a riddle in play here. So, leave it there for now, True Seeker. Until next time.